So now just with some your classmates, maybe under the way some on process to uh, access the Zoom. Unfortunately, this morning session I have only 1:30 to deliver the mindfulness master on the topic advanced English for the mindfulness master or sati master or mindfulness master. So the how to do succeed some student where they are.
Okay, Ajahn, I will inform to the group that Ajahn already come, and maybe a few minutes, Ajahn. About Ajahn afternoon class, do you still teach in afternoon?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But this morning we will stop at
It's okay.
10:30, right? Okay.
Afternoon, no problem. The problem only this morning.
Okay.
I have the name list of the student here in my hand now. Approximately 18 to 19 or 19 students.
It's around 19, Ajahn.
Some student have learned the mindfulness, sorry, have learned the Buddhist studies, not finished yet, and also join the mindfulness master program. That I have seen the name list of the student. Not finished MA, but yes, okay, this is the we can say this is the holiday program or the special program, the program that provide on holidays. It's not this the normal program, the normal subject that student learn. So this is okay. So how many subjects provide to learn?
We have 5 subjects, Ajahn.
5 subjects.
Yes.
Provide only Saturday and Sunday or only Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes also Friday. It depends on lecturer's convenience sometimes. I think Ajahn can maybe can start your class also, because some of them will gradually enter the Zoom class. Now 9 people.
I have to check the names list of the check the attendance of the student or succeed checks.
Normally I can check, Ajahn. I will make a screenshot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, first, everyone, please pay respect to the tradition together first. This is our tradition. Our tradition, IBC tradition. Before we are going to focus on the class, first we have to pay respect to the tradition, please. All pay respect to the tradition together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Swagato Bhagavata Dhammo ฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนามามินะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Okay, good morning to the mindfulness master students. Oh, now me too. How about me too? Already joined here.
นี่อาจารย์
Yeah, long time no see you. How about your thesis writing? What?
Writing. I felt sick a little bit. So I'm still finalizing my questionnaire. Yeah. So hopefully still on track. Yes.
Okay, now you're in Singapore or in Thailand?
I just got back to Bangkok.
Oh, really?
It's good to see you. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, don't forget to submit. You already submit the revised one, right? The revised chapter.
Yeah, already done the yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. This is the first time for me to teach on the holidays. On holiday, exactly. This is a special, or the holiday, right? Not special holiday, it's holiday. But this is the program that provide to teach sometimes on holiday, sometimes on the regular day. It depends on the lecturer available. Exactly, I teach or I deliver my lecture on the Buddhist study, or my field is Buddhist studies. As you know, right, the Master of Arts or MA and PhD program, I'm there, a lecturer there to take care of all of students who choose the MA or PhD program in terms of Buddhist studies. Yes, of course, the mindfulness, when we talk about the mindfulness or the sati, the Pali terms or the technical term is a sati, right? This is the famous topic or a popular topics in terms of mindfulness. Very popular, particularly to the Western country. They try to adopt this sati or the mindfulness to be the effective program for the purpose to solve the problem happen through many people, such as the stress, depression, anxiety. All of these problems happen through our mind. So the mindfulness or sati is one tool. I would like to say one tool or one instrument to deal with the such problem, deal with such problems, stress, anxiety, etc. All of this happen the problem to the people nowadays. Maybe some of you also have this problem. So the mindfulness or sati, very important tool, very important tool. I would like to say tool because we can take this sati or mindfulness to arrange the program to solve the problem of the problem that happened to our minds. Okay, I have one video to present you first in terms of mindfulness or sati that's provided by the the Western, by the Western, as you know, right? In the Western country, the mindfulness very popular now. Okay, let's see the video presentation. There is the explanation in Thai or the translation in Thai, but a sound is explained in English. Okay. Everyone see it, right?
Yes, Ajahn.
What is mindfulness? Mindful awareness practices such as yoga, Tai Chi, chanting, and mindfulness meditation all derive from Buddhist tradition. Siddhartha Gautama was a prince who had everything he wanted, but all he could see was suffering. It bothered him greatly that pain, old age, sickness, and death were all a part of life. One day, the prince met a monk. The monk inspired him to leave rich life behind and also become a monk. Sitting under a fig tree, he got a revelation. The reason people suffer is because they have cravings. When people are sad, they crave for the sadness to go away. When people are happy, they crave for the happiness to stay. If people would stop craving things and accept the present moment, there will be no more suffering. On a normal day, we have more than 60,000 thoughts. Most of these thoughts are about the future, the past, and things we wish were different, cravings. These thoughts can cause anxiety, panic, or depression. Our brain can cause us a lot of suffering. Mindfulness is thought to help our brain be in the present moment. Mindfulness is non-judgmental, friendly, and inviting of whatever arises in awareness. This is done by paying attention on purpose without judgment to whatever arises in the present moment, either inside or outside of us. A tool for mindfulness is meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a form of meditation designed to develop the skill of paying attention to our inner and outer experiences with acceptance and patience. When we meditate, we sit straight up on a cushion and concentrate on your breathing while noticing everything in your awareness. Breathe in, breathe out. A thought arises. Notice it, non-judgmental, and go back to your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. An itch on your nose. Notice the feeling and go back to your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. The sound of a car alarm outside. You notice how you can hear it. You concentrate on your breathing again. Breathe in, breathe out. Sadness falls over you. You notice the emotion and go back to your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. People have found that by intentionally practicing mindfulness, paying more careful moment-to-moment attention, individuals can live more fully and less on automatic pilot and be more present for their own lives. Since 1967, over 1,500 studies have been conducted by over 250 independent research institutes showing mindfulness meditation to be clinically effective for the management of stress, anxiety, and panic, and a wide array of medical and mental health-related conditions.
Okay, thank you. Source, the source from Sense explanation from the website explanationanimation.com. This is the source. Okay, hopefully all of you after finish the mindfulness master program can create the techniques or some program to solve the problem. In terms of the problem here, the anxiety, stress, depression, panics, right? All the toxicology, someone have a toxic, right? Toxics in the minds when experience some problem, there is a toxic happening in mind, cannot sleep, or cannot live normally. So hopefully this program can help all of you to create a new thing to solve the problem of the people now. How can I stop sharing? Let me see. um, cannot find stop sharing to where is it? Succeeds, are you there?
Yes,
How can I stop the sharing? I cannot find the sharing to sharing mode, sorry.
เลื่อนเมาส์ขึ้นไปข้างบนไม่เห็นกันเลย
เลื่อนไปตรงไหนนะ
บนสุดมีไหมอาจารย์บนสุดมุมก็น่าจะโผล่ขึ้นมา
This is a new one. This is an update. The Zoom update, you know. So it's not similar to what I have used before. Where is it?
เดี๋ยวผมดูตรงนี้ครับ
Where is it? Where is it? Not see the bottom. Or not see the stop sharing mode.
Or maybe I will share here first, then I will stop again.
Or I leave it, then I
okay,
can
right.
again, okay?
Then I will stop here.
I leave this soon, and I can again.
Oh, anyone know? Actually, it will come here, right?
Somebody know how to stop sharing.
But I just cannot find the button. I also don't know about that.
Not see the modes.
John, for my button is right at the bottom, right. Sorry, it's right in the bottom of the screen. So you may have to make your screen of us smaller first, then the button may come up. Maybe you change your view first on your right hand corner. There's a view. So you change the view to standard first, and then I think will come out your share button in green color at the bottom, middle part of your screen on the bottom.
If not stop the video, we cannot share the new one, right?
Video
you can double click on the screen. Then you will see
if I share a new one, all of you can see. I think no need to stop the video presentation.
Yeah, now we
now can see the presentation.
Yes,
okay.
Can see
the presentation. Correct, yes.
Okay, good. Yes, I have only 10 presentation, the PowerPoint presentation for this morning session. Due to I have a short time, only 1 hour, 30 minutes to deliver the lecture on the mindfulness master this morning. Okay, today I will live in the moments. Today, all of you will live in the moment. Or today, now, all of you live in the moment. So this is the question that you have to remind yourself. Every moment, right? Every moment, very short one, every moment, second, minute, hour, day, hour or days. So moments is very important. In terms of second or minute, it's it's not longer. It's longer to know what happened to our brain or what happened to our mind because it's already passed. in terms of moment, this is the very important moment that we have to develop our mindfulness to alert our mind to do something that our mind can know the matter or experience something that happened through our mind at that moment. So this question you should put to yourself every time. For example, now you live in a moment or not? Now at this present time, you live in a moment, or you might roam somewhere, you might travel somewhere. If you know yourself, you live in a moment, you live in a moment. That means you can get what happened through the present time or happened to the moment now. You can know or you can experience that thing happen through your mind. Mindfulness or sati, very, very important. Very important, or the most important. The most important. This is the teaching that support sati or mindfulness, supports many or supports all kusala dhamma or a wholesome dhamma. Wholesome dhamma, kusala dhamma, or support all good things in this world. In this world that happen through our mind, it supports all. So that's why the sati or mindfulness very important, or the most important tool or instruments, the most important instruments to manage our minds, to clear our mind from the defilements or something or some problem, some matter that happened through your mind at that time, at that moment. First of all, I would like to teach all of you to a little bit to know the Buddha teaching before focusing on the sati or mindfulness. Some students who have learned the Tipitaka subject, which may have experience on this before. Here, I would like to introduce to those who new in Buddhism or in the Buddha teaching to know the Buddha teaching first, because this is the fundamental teaching that everyone should know in terms of the Tipitaka or the basket, 3 baskets in Buddhism. 3 baskets in Buddhism are the Tipitaka. In other religion, there is the basket or there is the scripture. In that religion, in Buddhism as well. Buddhism also, it has its own basket or the scripture. How many scripture in Buddhism or how many basket in Buddhism? This is the first thing everyone should know, or the thing that I would like to introduce. For those who already know, this is the purpose to revise your knowledge. For those who never experienced before, this is a new thing. This is the new thing for you to know. What the Buddha teaching, how many class or how many categories the Buddha teaching divided. The Buddha teaching divided how many categories, or in terms of number, how many numbers of the Buddha teaching. So this is the first thing that I would like to introduce before we going to focus on the mindfulness or state. State is one of the Buddha teaching, right? So the our mindfulness is one of the Buddha teaching. So now we focus only one thing, but the one thing or the sati, where it's come from? Where it's come from? Where in the Buddha teaching? Where sati in the Buddha teaching, right? Okay, first let's go to see the first basket. The first basket or the first teaching is called anathesana, right? The first teaching called anathesana. Anatesana. This one, Anatesana. The Pali term or the technical term Anatesana, this is the first category of the Buddha teaching, is called Anatesana or authoritative teachings. Authoritative teaching or Anatesana. Anatesana. The second one, uh, the second one, the Sutta Pitaka. The Sutta Pitaka. This one. The Voharatesana. Voharatesana, this one. The second one. Conventional teaching or Voharatesana. Conventional teaching or Voharatesana. And the third one, ultimate teaching, Paramattatesana. Paramattatesana, ultimate teachings. Voharatesana and Paramattatesana. See these three categories of the Buddha teaching. The first one, authoritative teaching or Anatesana. Anatesana here, in terms of basket of Pitaka, is this the Vinaya Pitaka? The Vinaya Pitaka. The Vinaya Pitaka. This is the first basket. In terms of Pitaka, refer to basket. Pitaka refer to basket. What's the content in the Vinaya Pitaka? You can see next presentation. There is the detail of each Pitaka or each basket. We present there. First, should know the name of them, the three categories of the Buddha teaching. The first one, Anatesana or the Vinaya Pitaka, authoritative teaching. And the second one, conventional things or Voharatesana. What is it? Suttanta Pitaka or sometimes called Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka or Suttanta Pitaka. Someone may call it as Suttanta Pitaka or known as or it's known as the Sutta Pitaka. It depends on anyone's or depend on some country. In Thai, usually use this term Suttanta Pitaka. Suttanta Pitaka, somewhere or some country may call it as the Sutta Pitaka. There is nothing wrong. It's not wrong, all correct. Depend on you. You call it Sutta or Suttanta Pitaka. Nothing wrong. Okay, the third one, ultimate teaching, Paramattatesana. What is it, Paramattatesana? What's the Pitaka? Abhidhamma Pitaka. Abhidhamma Pitaka, Paramattatesana. Paramattatesana. What content in the Abhidhamma Pitaka? So also we see next presentation, next slide. Next slide. Okay, this is the three categories. Three categories of the Buddha teaching. No more more than three baskets or three categories. No more the Pitaka. Only three Pitaka. So that's why it's called Tipitaka. Tipitaka. Ti means three. Is called Tipitaka. The term Ti means three, right? Tipitaka. This one. Tipitaka. This one. So in terms of Ti, This one is a Pali term. The here refer to trees. Refer to trees. Pitaka, basket. Basket. 3 baskets. Pitaka refer to 3 baskets. What they are? The Vinaya, the Suttanta Pitaka, and the Abhidhamma Pitaka. This is the 3 baskets. What's contained in the first basket? Vinaya Pitaka. It contains the authoritative teaching or the Vinaya rule. This is the disciplinary rule. This is the teaching contained in the Vinaya Pitaka. Or easily speaking, the teaching concern the rule and regulation for Bhikkhu and Bhikkhuni contained in the Vinaya Pitaka. The teaching to practice for Bhikkhu and Bhikkhuni contained in the Vinaya Pitaka. In the Vinaya Pitaka, in terms of amounts or the numbers of the Buddha teaching, the category, everyone know the category about the number. The numbers of the Buddha teaching here are totally 84,000 Dhammakanta. 84 Dhammakanta of the Buddha teaching contains in terms of numbers. Okay, please take a look at the term Dhammakanda first. The term Dhammakanda. This term divided into 2 terms, right? Dhamma. Dhamma. And Kanta. Dhamma and Kanta. Yes, Dhamma is the teaching of the Buddha. In terms of Kanta, a group or the collection. Group or collection, the collection of what? The collection of the Vinaya Pitaka, the collection of the Suttanta Pitaka, and the collection of Abhidhamma Pitaka. The collection of the Vinaya Pitaka contains how many numbers? 21,000 Dhammakanta. 21,000 Dhammakanta. That means in the Vinaya Pitaka, there are the teaching of the Buddha concerning the Vinaya or the disciplinary rule. 21,000 Dhammakanta in the Vinaya Pitaka concerning the disciplinary rule. Concerning the disciplinary rule. This is in the Vinaya Pitaka. Also, the Sutta Pitaka, the same number to the Vinaya Pitaka, 21,000 Dhammakanta. 21,000 Dhammakanta contained in the Vinaya Pitaka. The teaching in contained in the Sutta Pitaka, the teaching in the Sutta Pitaka, mostly concerning the Buddha previous lives in the Charaka, right? Buddha previous life. The Buddha previous existence. His Bhikkhu and Bhikkhuni previous existence. And the Dhamma teaching that the Buddha preached to someone somewhere. Someone somewhere contained in the Sutta Pitaka. Contained in the Sutta Pitaka. For example, the first sutta, right? Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. The Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta contained here among the 21 Dhammakanda. The Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta is here. This is the first sutta in Buddhism. First sutta in Buddhism, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta contained here in the 21st Dhammakanda contained here. So if you would like to know the Dhammajakkapavattana Sutta go directly to search information from the Sutta Pitaka. From the Sutta Pitaka, not search the information from the Vinaya Pitaka or Abhidhamma Pitaka, because the Dhammajakkapavattana Sutta located here. The Dhammajakkapavattana Sutta content here, remain here in the Sutta Pitaka, not in the Vinaya Pitaka and Abhidhamma Pitaka. So you can save your time if you know the structure of the Tipitaka. The structure of the Tipitaka in Buddhism. Okay, the last of 3 baskets, the last basket, Abhidhamma Pitaka. This Pitaka contain the detail more than the first and the second, more than the Vinaya, more than the Sutta. This Pitaka contain the number or contain the teachings more than the Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka and Sutta Pitaka. How many number? 42,000 Dhammagranha. 42,000 Dhammagranha contained in the Abhidhamma Pitaka. So this means this Pitaka very big teaching content there. Or the great teaching content here in the Abhidhamma Pitaka. So that's why it's called the ultimate teaching or Paramattha Desana. Paramattha Desana. Okay, this presentation all of you may be the first time to experience the 3 baskets or the structure, shortly structure of the Tipitaka and the number of the Buddha teaching. Someone may do not know in the Buddha teaching there is a number of the Buddha teaching. Yes, of course. Their amount there, the number of the Buddha teaching is called Dhammakanta. A group or item of the Buddha teaching, which one contained in the group of the Vinaya Pitaka, which teaching contained in the Sutta Pitaka, and which teaching contained in the Abhidhamma Pitaka. Okay, let's go to see the detail a little bit about the 3 baskets. The detail of the 3 baskets. Okay, the first one, the first Pitaka. The first Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka. The first collection. This collection or this Pitaka explain their authoritative teaching or anatesana that the Buddha or in which the Buddha laid down for Bhikshu and Bhikshuni to practice. For Bhikshu and Bhikshuni only to practice. So it's called the Vinaya rule. Sometimes called Vinaya rule, sometimes called the disciplinary rule or rule and regulation for Bhikshu and Bhikshuni. This is the purpose why the Buddha laid down the anatesana or the authoritative teaching for Bhikshu and Bhikshuni to follow or to practice. To follow and practice because a Sangha community, Bhikkhu and Bhikshuni Sangha communities, at first they are during the early Buddhism, there is no more the community of Bhikshu. After that, it's increased, the number of the Bhikshu increased. Some Bhikshu and Bhikshuni, the level of mind train different. Some attend the noble one, some become the noble one, some the nobleman, the normal Bhikshu, normal Bhikshuni. Yes, of course, for those who are normal Bhikshu in Bhikshuni, it's easily to practice something wrong, easily to do something wrong. So the Vinaya rule or the authority teaching necessary to lay down, to control the Bhikshuni who are normal Bhikshuni, not Arya or not the noble one. Not the noble one. So the Vinaya will buy a group of Bhikshu and Bhikshuni to live in the Sasana or in the Buddha teaching peacefully, carefully. So this is the purpose why the Buddha laid down the Vinaya rule to control Bhikshu and Bhikshuni. Easily speaking, we live in any country, in Thailand or somewhere in this world, we have to obey according to the law or rule in each country. We have to practice the law of each country. Live in Thailand, there is a Thai law or other country law. So we have to practice the law of each country. The law enact for the purpose to what? The law enacts for the purpose to control the people in the countries. To control the people in the country, to control the people to live in the country peacefully. Peacefully. So here in Buddhism as well, the Buddha laid down the Buddha teaching to control monks, to control Bhikshu and Bhikshuni who still be a normal Bhikshu and Bhikshuni, or still be the Putuchana, a normal monk. Normal one, not noble one. In terms of noble here is Arya, Bhikshu and Bhikshuni. But some monks not attend the higher level of mind, so they still be the normal monk, normal Bhikshuni. The rule and discipline very important for them to practice and also to control their live together peacefully. Okay, this is the Vinaya rule. Vinaya rules or the Vinaya Pitaka. The second one is called Sutta Pitaka or Suttanta Pitaka. This is the conventional teaching. The conventional teaching or Vajrayana. The Buddha employed this common vocabulary to explain the teaching, as I mentioned above, right? To preach his sermon to someone somewhere. For example, the first sutta, right? Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. The Buddha preached this sutta to 5 ascetics, to a group of 5 ascetics or a Panchavakkhya. This is someone, right? Somewhere where this sutta or the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta preaches. Varanasi, right? At that time, it's called Varanasi of India. Varanasi of India. Now it's called Saranath. According to the Buddha time, it's called Paranasi, not Varanasi. Paranasi now, Saranath, Varanasi, India. Saranath, Varanasi, India. This is the place where the Buddha preached the first sermon called Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, or the first sutta, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, to 5 ascetics, Panchavakkhya 5 ascetics. This sutta contained in the Sutta Pitaka, or a group of Sutta Pitaka. The Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Satipatthana Sutta, or Mahaparinibbana Sutta, etc. These contained in the Sutta Pitaka. In the Sutta Pitaka, or some term called Nikaya. Some terms known as the Nikaya. How many Nikaya? 5 Nikaya in the Sutta Pitaka. In the Sutta Pitaka divided into 5 Nikaya, right? Tika Nikaya, Tima Sang Angku, right? Tika Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Sangyutta Nikaya, Ankuttara Nikaya, and Khuddaka Nikaya, sometimes known as 5 Nikayas. 5 Nikayas are 5 collections. 5 collections. In terms of Nikaya, mentioned only here, Sutta Pitaka, not used in the Vinaya Pitaka or Abhidhamma Pitaka. In terms of Nikaya, mentioned only here, the Sutta Pitaka. Or sometimes known as the Sutta. Sutta, books, Sutta, the books or the collections, sometimes known as the Sutta. For example, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, right? It ends with the Sutta. Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Mahaparinibbana Sutta, something like that. This is also known, mentioned in the Sutta Pitaka. Okay, the Sutta, when you heard the name Sutta, this is contained in the Sutta Pitaka, or the second collection, the second basket, or sometimes called the Nikaya. Nikaya collection, the 5 Nikaya of the Sutta Pitaka. Okay, this is the conventional teaching. Sati, mindfulness is here in the Sutta Pitaka. Sati or mindfulness mentioned here in the Sutta Pitaka. And also mentioned in the Abhidhamma Pitaka. So, I will focus the sati and mindfulness in the 2 Pitaka or 2 baskets. The Sutta baskets, the Suttanta Pitaka and the Abhidhamma Pitaka. We focus here how the sati or mindfulness mentioned in the Sutta. Mindfulness mentioned in the Abhidhamma. Okay, this is the second Sutta or the second Pitaka, the last one, the Abhidhamma Pitaka. The Abhidhamma Pitaka. This is the great one or the ultimate basket, ultimate realities. Ultimate reality. Is this called Abhidhamma? Is called Abhidhamma Pitaka because this is the higher teaching of the Buddha. The Buddha employed the abstract term to describe the higher teaching or ultimate teaching. Higher teaching or ultimate teaching. Paramattha Tesana. Paramattha Tesana. In terms of Paramattha, Paramattha refer to ultimate. Refer to ultimate. Tesana teaching we have learned before, right? Tesana. Tesana teaching, ultimate teaching. Paramattha Tesana, ultimate teaching or higher teaching in the universe and Nibbana. Or the highest goal of Buddhism is the Nibbana. If someone asks you what is the highest goal in Buddhism, yes, of course, Nibbana is the highest goal of Buddhism. Nibbana is the highest goal in Buddhism. There are the different level of the goal in Buddhism. The fundamental goal, intermediate goal, and advanced goal or a highest goal. right? The normal goal, middle goal, and the highest goal. This is the goal in Buddhism. If divided into the goal, we divide the goal, it can divide it into three goals. The low level, right? The low level, the middle level, and the highest level of goals. Highest level of goals are Buddhisms. So what's the teaching in the Dhamma? The teaching in the Dhamma, the Buddha explained the mind, or the teaching in the Dhamma focus mind. Focus mind, different from the Vinaya Pitaka, the Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, relating to the Vinaya rule. Yes, clear the Vinaya rule or law, Vinaya law, Vinaya rule. The second sutta concerning the conventional teaching is referred to the person, the place where the Buddha preached the sermon to that person, where on what occasion the Buddha preached the sermon to that person. This is the Sutta Pitaka, but here Abhidhamma Pitaka different from the two baskets. The two baskets different from the two Pitaka. Here the Buddha employed the abstract terms to explain or to delve into the ultimate teaching, particularly to mind, particularly to the citta or minds. This is Abhidhamma Pitaka. Focus on the abstract teaching, or the mind, the citta and the mind. Okay, this is the thing that I would like to introduce. For the first day, I think this the Buddha teaching very important to know for some of you who have no experience about the structure of the Buddha teaching. This is the structure of the Buddha teaching divided into three basket or three pitaka. Why is called basket, Why the Buddha used the term, or why the teaching of the Buddha used the term pitaka or basket? Try to imagine the basket. The purpose of the basket, when we buy the basket, for the purpose to what? The purpose to put something on the basket or contain something. When you go to market, you carry basket with you, right? You bring a basket with you to market for the purpose to put something after. So this here also in the Buddha teaching, or according to the Buddha teaching, pitaka or basket, this term used or this term employed for the purpose to contain the Buddha teaching, for the purpose to put the Buddha teaching in these three baskets. Which one is a group of Vinaya rule put in the Vinaya Pitaka, right? Which one the group of conventional truths put there in the Sutta Pitaka? Which one concerning the mind or the citta mentioned in the Abhidhamma Pitaka? So this is for the purpose of the Buddhists to know, to easily know the Buddha teaching, for the purpose to search the Buddha teaching, for the purpose to easily search the Buddha teaching, can go directly to the different kinds of basket. And in the Buddha teaching, in the Buddha, in the Sasana or the teaching, the religions of the Buddha are Buddhism. Not only the Buddha teaching preach it, they are the teaching of the Buddha disciple as well. So The teaching in Buddhism can be divided into two times or two two classes. The first one called Putthaphasita. Putthaphasita. This one, Putthaphasita. Putthaphasita. This one. This is the first the first class of the Buddha teaching, or the first class of the teaching in Buddhism. The first one belongs to the Putthaphasita. The Putthaphasita here refer to the teaching in which the Buddha preached by himself. The teaching the Buddha preached by himself called Putthaphasita. Putthaphasita. For example, the mind explained by the Buddha himself, or the Nibbana explained by the Buddha himself, not any the Buddha disciple explained this teaching. So this is called the Putthaphasita. A Putthaphasita, a group of the teaching preached by the Buddha himself. The second one, Savakaphasita. Okay, Savakaphasita. This is the second one, the second teaching. The first teaching, the Putthaphasita, the teaching preached by the Buddha himself. And the second one, Savakaphasita, the teaching explained by the Buddha disciple or the Buddha Savaka. In terms of Savaka here, refer to disciples or the followers. The follower of the Buddha, Bhikshu follower, Bhikshuni followers, or Upasaka Upasika followers. These kinds of the teaching teach by the Buddha followers, not the Buddha himself. So that's why it's called Savakaphasita. Savakaphasita. For example, Patisambhita Magga in the Sutta Pitaka. Patisambhita Magga in the Sutta Pitaka. This teaching explained by Venerable Sariputta. Explain what? Explain the Buddha teaching. The Buddha used to preach this teaching before to someone somewhere, and then Venerable Sariputta explained it more. So the explanation of Venerable Sariputta, this is called Savakaphasita. The teaching preached or explained by the Buddha disciple. There are many teaching that explained or teach by the Buddha Savaka or the Buddha disciple. So it's come to this group of teaching, the Savakaphasita, or the teaching of the Buddha disciple. The first one, the teaching of the Buddha himself. Putthaphasita, the teaching of the Buddha himself. And the second one, Savakaphasita, the teaching of the disciple of the Buddha. The teaching of the Buddha disciple. So this is called Savakaphasita. So please note that the teaching in Buddhism, not only the Buddha teaching, there are the teaching of the Buddha disciple as well. But mostly the teaching of the Buddha, or what the disciple of the Buddha teach or explain originally from the Buddha teaching. It's originally from the Buddha teaching, just explain more. Like Abhidhamma Pitaka, also In the Bodhisattva, the Venerable Sariputta explained Abhidhamma teaching more in the Patisampita. Like this is the the teaching of the teaching in Buddhism. Okay, now come to the mindfulness or sati. Mindfulness or sati. According to this question, do you have sati or mindfulness now? Do you have sati or mindfulness now? Check yourself. Check yourself. If not, focus or not concentrate on the lecture. This is not called sati or mindfulness. You have no sati or mindfulness. Or not follow the explanation, my explanation or my lecture. Not follow my lecture, lose your mind sometimes, some moments. So this is called you have no mindfulness, or you lose the mindfulness sometimes. Some moments you lose the mindfulness, lose the sati. So sati very necessary or the most important in encouraging, in supporting the progress of mind, or supporting to progress one's mind, or to remind someone, to remind one to be aware, to be aware, to concentrate something. This is called mindfulness or sati. Okay, let's see the definition of term first. The definition of terms of the sati. Definition of the sati or mindfulness or sati. Sometimes I use the mindfulness, sometimes sati. Don't confuse because they are the same term. Just only the sati is a Pali terms. Sati from the Pali terms, mindfulness is the definition or translation. Okay, mindfulness here, according to definition of the mindfulness, is here awareness. Mindfulness refer to awareness. 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 Awareness or the Dhamma that's alert. The Dhamma that alerts someone, or it is the Dhamma that alertness. To alert someone, to be aware, to alert, are also called the appamada. The appamada, non-carelessness. Non-carelessness or heedlessness. Carelessness, non-carelessness or appamada. Or sometimes you may know in terms of appamada dhamma. Appamada dhamma or non-carelessness. Sometimes or some scholars try to conclude the Buddha teaching, try to conclude the Buddha teaching into the appamada dhamma or non-carelessness, appamada dhamma. The whole the Buddha teaching come to the conclusion of appamada dhamma. Appamada dhamma or non-carelessness. Non-carelessness. This is for the some scholars try to conclude. Or among all the Buddha teaching, the non-carelessness of appamada is the end, or is the all is all, sorry, is all or is the most. All of things, Apamada Dhamma, all of the Buddha teaching. Some scholars try to conclude it. The mindfulness to prevent mistake or avoid from wrongdoing, right? Avoid wrongdoing, to prevent mistake. So this is the purpose why we have to cultivate mindfulness. To cultivate our mindfulness for the purpose to be aware of an object, to alert or to remind your mind, to prevent mistakes, to avoid wrongdoing, or to avoid something wrong. This is the definition of mindfulness. Mindfulness. According to the Buddhist proverbs, this is the Buddhist proverbs. Try to remember, okay, according to the Buddhist proverbs. These Buddhist proverbs reading sati sappatha pattiya, sati sappatha pattiya. Read by yourself. Read by yourself. Sati sappatha pattiya. This is the Buddhist proverb or the Buddha teaching. The Buddha teaching is called Buddhist proverb, Sati Sappatha Pattiya. Sati Sappatha Pattiya here means mindfulness must be reached. Must be reached. Must be reached in every places or everywhere. Everywhere. Or in all places. Must be wishes in all places or wishes in everywhere. It's need everywhere. Sati need everywhere. Sati important everywhere, every places. So this is the Buddha, the Buddha proverb, the Buddhist proverbs in terms of Sati Sappatha Pattiya. Mindfulness must be reached in all places or everywhere. Everywhere, easily understanding it wishes in every moment, not only the places or everywhere, wishes in every moment. Every moment, sati needs, sati wishes, must be wishes in every moment. So where mindfulness, there awareness, alertness, non-carelessness, right? Apamata, or not do something wrong, not do something wrong, or not mistakes, not do something mistake, or not do something wrong. This is because of sati or mindfulness. So that's why mindfulness important everywhere, every moment, to everyone, every moment, everyone. So you can observe yourself now. Sometimes you lose sati, or there is no sati during the studies. During studying, there is no mindfulness, there is no sati. And what happened? What happened? What something mistake or what something wrong during the sati not appear or disappear, or during you lose to control the sati or to cultivate sati. Yes, understanding or the knowledge, understanding, not clear understanding or not have full knowledge during the lecture. This is because of lose control, because of there is no sati, mindfulness, because there is no mindfulness. So that's why sati sappatha pattiya important every moment, everywhere, every places. So that's why we have to cultivate our mindfulness. Mindfulness is designed in all places, whether work, world setting, Dhamma, mindfulness is necessary to control everything. When we talk about the worldly setting, right? The worldly settings are working in worldly setting. This one, a worldly setting or the Dhamma. Worldly setting or Dhamma during working somewhere, what's the kinds of work, job you do? If miss the state or the lose control your mind, control your sati, or not cultivate your state, not cultivate your mindfulness, what happened? You work at that time not effective or not complete because of miss the mindfulness or not cultivate the mindfulness or not be aware of what you're doing at that time, not be aware of what you're doing at that time, the work or job you do at a time not effective, or the Dhamma also, what the Dhamma that we practice at the time, if there is no state arise or occur to remind at that moment, is not effective. So the mindfulness or state necessary to control everything, to control our mind from doing something wrong, to cultivate our mind to a higher level, cultivate our mind to a higher level. This because sati supports or mindfulness supports. Okay, next. If you have any question, you can ask me, okay? Some more Buddhist proverbs on the sati. Sati mentioned many places related to many sutta. You will see next presentation what the sati, what the teaching, the sati also there, or sati related to that teaching. You see next presentation. Some more Buddhist proverb mentioned here. How to read it properly. Sati lokasmi chakaro. Sati lokasmi chakaro. Mindfulness or sati is the awakened Dhamma in the world. Mindfulness or sati is the awakened Dhamma in the world. Who have the sati? So that means who have sati or mindfulness? You are the awakened. You are the awakened persons. Awakened persons because you have mindfulness or sati. Or in some in another meaning, sati awake someone. Sati awake someone. Sati awake you. Sati awake me. To be present or to do something, concentrate on that moment or concentrate on that on such work, such job, because of sati. For example, during drive a car, right? During driving car, if one not awake, one's mind not awake mind is not awake mind, lose control the sati, or there is no mindfulness at that time, it's made the accident on the way or made a car crash on the way. Because of what? Because of there is no sati or mindfulness. So sati or mindfulness is the awakened dhamma or the awakened mind in the world. Awakened mind in the world. All right, this is the first of some more Buddhist proverb in terms of its explanation. The second one, sati matto. Sati matto sattha pattham. Sati matto sattha pattham. Sati matto sattha pattham. A mindful persons always prospers. Mindful person always prosper. What does this mean? Mindful person always prospers. It's here is mean a person who have mindfulness, a person who have mindfulness, or a person who live in the moments, a person who live with a mindfulness, or a person who have mindfulness live in a day. That person will be prosperous in what? Prosperous in what's the kinds of job you do, what's the kinds of work you do at that times. It will be prosperous. Will be prosperous because of sati. Or sati never mindfulness never makes one to be worse. Never makes one to be bad, to be worse, to be bad. Those who always have sati, yes, of course, prosper. Your lives or someone's lives always prosper because of cultivation or because of cultivating mindfulness, or because of living with mindfulness. This is the meaning of sati matto sattha pattham. A mindfulness person always prospers. If you want to know real effectiveness of or real reasons of the sati or mindfulness, try to practice according to the Buddhist proverbs. You can take some of this Buddhist proverb to be your motto. To be your motto. For example, the sati sappatha pattiya, right? Try to remember or try to keep in your mind as your own motto. Your own motto. Sati sappatha pattiya. Sati sappatha pattiya, right? Mindfulness must be reached in all places, or mindfulness must be reached in everywhere, in every moment. Every moment. You can set this Buddhist proverb to be your own motto. Sati sappatha pattiya, or you may like this one, sati kalokasami chakaro. Sati matto sattha pattham. You may like this one, or you may like the third one, sati ma sukhamedati. Sati ma sukhamedati. A person experience happiness through mindfulness. A person experience happiness through mindfulness. Experience happiness through mindfulness. What does this mean? The person experience happiness through mindfulness. It means the person who practice or cultivate mindfulness. Yes, of course, mindfulness. It's bring happiness to you. Or the happiness happen to the person who practice mindfulness or cultivate mindfulness. I think this one is easy to understand. A person experience mindfulness, experience happiness because of mindfulness. A person experience happiness because of mindfulness. If no mindfulness cannot experience the happiness. So if we need the happiness, we should cultivate mindfulness. Okay, next. Oh, what time is this now? 5 minutes remaining. Where does mindfulness or sati works? Where does mindfulness or sati works? Where does sati works? Sati works somewhere, or sometimes sati works according to the 3 moments right here. According to the choice, multiple choice, I divided here, you see. The first choice, the choice A, at previous moment. Sati work at here, at previous moment. Or sati work at the present moment. Or work at a future moments where the mindfulness or sati work. You can choose by yourself. There are three choice or multiple choice. Multiple choice here. Which one is your choice? Which one is your answer? Previous moments, present moment, or future moments? Some scholars try to explain that they can work at all 3 moments, can work at all 3 moments. Sometimes it's work at the previous moment, sometimes present moment, sometimes future moment. You can find the example of the previous moment. When does the work at the previous moment? When you remind or when you recall something already past a few minutes, 1 hour, or 1 day, when you recall or when you remind yourself to what have done a few minutes, this is the previous moment. Sati work at the previous moment. What about future? Future, when you remind yourself what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I'm going to do 3 minutes remaining now, 3 minutes remaining for me now. What I'm going to do 3 minutes remaining. This is sati arise to remind me what I'm going to do. 3 minutes, next 3 minutes. This is a future moment. Sati work at a future moment. But the most important thing or the most powerful sati work at here, present moment. The sati or mindfulness work here bring the most effective to our lives. Present moment. Sati work here, the present moments. Easily explanation or example just now. if the sati or mindfulness happen to you at the present moment or at the current your study effective, or you get the effective result, effective portions, or satisfying result you get from the morning session lecture. The lecture in the morning session, you get more result from explanation from lecture. This is the sati work at the present moment. Yes, of course, if it worked at the previous moment, future moment, it's useless for you now, you know. So the most important of sati occur the present moment. The present moment. Concentrate on the present moment, or recall or remind to be at the present moment. It bring happiness. It bring happiness or successful to our life because of the sati at the present moment, or mindfulness happen at the present moment. Yes, of course, it can, the sati available at all moment, but the most moment is present moment. Okay, maybe last presentation, last slide. Let's see. The last slide. The meaning of the mindfulness. The meaning of the mindfulness, according to the Pali term here, you see, Saranang Sati. This is the analysis of the sati. Analysis the meaning of sati, or an analysis the meaning of sati. Saranam Sati means recalling. That's mindfulness, or recalling. The recalling is the mindfulness, that is non-delusion. Non-delusion. Not lose your mind, the non-delusion. Therefore, the mindfulness involves recalling, not being absent-minded, controlling the mind to focus on work, keeping the mind on what is important thing, what is the thing that you have to do now, or what the thing that relevance. The thing that relevant, concentrate on what is the relevant thing. What is the relevant thing? This is sati. Saranam sati. Okay, the sati from the term, the Pali term sarana or saranam. Saranam sati. Saranam sati. Recallings. Recallings. I try to use the term recalling, but some scholar, you know, they use many meanings of the sati. For example, the remembering, remembrance, or remembering. I try to avoid this term because in terms of remember or remembering is referred to another Buddhist term, sanya, you know. Sanya, or this term sanya, remember or remembrance, is referred to this one. Exactly, the sati is occurred to remind, to recall someone to do something good. Recall someone to do something good. Recall someone to prevent mistake, to avoid wrongdoing. This is the meaning of sati. Or to recall, you concentrate on what are you doing now. Recall you. What are you doing now? Sati arrive to recall you and then come to concentrate on the lecture. This is the meaning of mindfulness. Thank you for this morning session. Any question, please?
Yes, Ajahn, I have question.
Yes, Wujun.
I think the question you ask, the mindfulness, where is the mindfulness, in the past or in the future? Yes, it is okay, no problem. But why mindfulness is in the present? I think one friend asked me, I cannot answer. But because in some sutra, the Buddha said the mind cannot be found in the present as well. He said the Diamond Sutra, like the sutra said, the past mind cannot be attained, the present mind cannot be attained, and the future mind cannot be attained. So, how can I reply the friend about the mindfulness? Where is the mindfulness?
The present,
Yeah,
right? The
yeah. I don't know
only.
whether my question is clear.
The present moment only, right? Not not the past or the future, right?
Yeah. So my answer is it is not the past, not the future, even not the present. But
Mhm.
I don't know how.
The
Uh,
present moment.
yeah.
Easily, the present moment easily. So what's what he concentrate on now? For example, he concentrate on the communicating between you and he, that communicate, right? Communicate or
Yeah.
talking together. This is called the sati already with you, not sati somewhere, or mindfulness with you, not somewhere, or on what you're reading. Easily example, when you're reading a book, you concentrate, sati arrive to concentrate on reading. Sati arrive first, it's not samadhi. Someone may understand, oh, this is because of samadhi or concentration. No, sati arrive first to support concentration, on reading a book. If sati not arise, there is no concentration on reading. You may not understand what you're reading. Pass one paragraph, not understand. The second paragraph also not understand. This is because of lose the sati or mindfulness. This is easily example you can explain to your friend. During reading a book, sometimes understand, sometimes not understand because lose mindfulness or sati. Cannot control the state or cannot cultivate state. So sati or mindfulness need every moment during reading a book. If one moment miss the sati, not clear understand or not understand, you have to come back to read it again, that paragraph, because of lose the sati. Or you may heard a sound outside or focus on someone talking with you, then your sati not concentrate, or you lose the sati on reading. Concentrate on what you're talking with someone. So this is the effective or the happiness not arrive at the time because of no mindfulness. Okay, is it clear? Okay, if anyone have question, please next afternoon session. Okay, keep your question with you because now I have to go now. It's time to go. Afternoon session. Okay.
Okay. See you.
Yeah. Afternoon session. Please ask me after the afternoon session or during the afternoon session. Continue to your question at the time. Okay. Thank you for morning session. See you again afternoon session.
Thank you,
Okay,
Ajahn.
thank you, Ajahn.
Yes.
Thank you.